problem you have is there's no support for the idea that the authors of the Gospels were inspired by the Holy Spirit. None of the writers of the Gospels made such a claim. Jesus copying from Mark. It made no sense. But you believe that they were Matthew and John, yeah? That they
have an open mind,
yes,
and see, because when you believe in Islam, one thing for sure will happen to you. You will get contentment and tranquility in the hearts. Because the Quran says so. أَلَا بِذِكْرِ اللَّهِ تَطْمَئِنُّ الْقُلُوبُ. Do not the hearts find satisfaction in the remembrance of God and the remembrance of Allah.
Do you believe the authors of the Gospels were inspired by God? Authors of Matthew, Mark, Luke and John. Do you believe they were inspired by God?
Yes.
Yes. What do you say? Yes. Do you believe the authors of the Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke and John, was written by disciples of Jesus? Not all of them. Which ones weren't? Do you agree?
I don't answer.
Sorry?
I don't answer this question.
Why not?
That's okay.
Okay. Which ones are not?
I think.
Who?
This means I just need to go and look.
Mark and Luke. There was no disciples called Mark and Luke. The problem you have is Matthew copied from Mark. So if Mark's not a disciple of Jesus, why would Matthew be a disciple of Jesus copying from Mark? It made no sense. But you believe that they were Matthew and John, yeah? That they were disciples of Jesus. And do you believe that the authors of these Gospels were eyewitnesses to what they wrote?
I believe.
Of course you do. So you pretty much answered yes, 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 like I believed you would. Now this is what these are your premises to support your conclusion. So if what you're saying is true, it will make total sense to believe it. Well, these guys, Jesus chose to walk with him. These guys witnessed the life of Jesus, witnessed his miracles, witnessed his parables, heard the explanations to his parables, were there on the day of Pentecost filled with the Holy Spirit. Wow, yeah. And the Holy Spirit inspired them to write and corrected them if they didn't make any mistakes. Yeah, of course I believe what it says. I agree. That would give you a justified reason to believe what the New Testament, what the Gospels say. Yeah, fair? The problem you have is there's no support for the idea that the authors of the Gospels were inspired by the Holy Spirit. None of the writers of the Gospels made such a claim. That's a claim put upon them by other people. They didn't make a claim, first thing. Second thing, according to biblical scholars, the authors of the Gospels are anonymous. You don't even know who wrote them. This is biblical scholars, yeah? You're biblical scholars, New Testament scholars. You don't know who authored Mark, who authored Matthew, who authored Luke, who authored John. You don't actually know who they were. And if you don't know who wrote something, you certainly can't say they were eyewitnesses. You don't know who they were. So the problem you have is the three premises that hold up your reliance of the New Testament are actually false premises when you actually look at them. And when you realize that, so what I'm reading here now isn't written by people who witnessed it, isn't written by people who claim to be inspired by the Holy Spirit. Why do I believe it's true? That's the question you need to ask yourself.
You see, because as my friend told, there is spiritual eyes and there is flesh. If we born again have Holy Spirit and we see with the spiritual eyes, we see the deepness of that. And we need to walk with the Holy Spirit. And for you, it's fair enough.
I'm going to make a claim to you now.
No, it's not for you to
Why do you believe in the Holy Spirit?
Because it's real.
When have you ever seen it in action? Give me an example of the Holy Spirit doing its work. Where?
All Holy Spirit.
Is the Holy Spirit with the Catholics or with the Protestants?
No, we know you're not Catholic.
Who is the Holy Spirit with? With the Catholics or
with
the Protestants? Or the Orthodox?
Who has
with
the
the
Holy
Egyptian
Spirit?
Copts?
Unfortunately, we need to leave.
All right.
No worries. We have to go as well on Friday Maghrib.
Oh, okay. Well, let me just leave you with that to think about, please, and promise me to do so.
Can I say one
Go on.
thing?
Yes.
If you look around and you see what is going on in the world, madness will come. And if we come back here, like let's say 10, 20 years time, it's only that power, the Holy Spirit's power, which will keep your mind stable.
That's nonsense.
And you can we will come back.
It's nonsense.
You see,
Yeah,
madness is
I'm going to make the claim to you
because-
now.
Because
Okay.
people are in the hospitals, and now the thing which makes you feel like, oh, I know something, it can go in 2 seconds, and then you are just like.
I'll say it again to you. The evidence on the New Testament, the evidence from Christianity, there is no Holy Spirit. It doesn't do what it says on the tin. The Holy Spirit is supposed to lead you into all truth, and the Holy Spirit is supposed to guide you and correct you. The Holy Spirit doesn't correct the gospel writers. The Holy Spirit doesn't correct Paul and the disciples who's right and who's wrong. The denomination of Christianity, like my brother said to you, Catholics, have they got the Holy Spirit? Protestants, have they got it? Jehovah's Witnesses, have they got it? Who's got it? You can't all have it because you believe different things. So who has the Holy Spirit? And the problem you have is you have different Bibles. Which one has the Holy Spirit? The church fathers, did they have the Holy Spirit? Because the problem is this: the Holy Spirit is supposed to do a job. Yeah, correct, harmonize, lead you into truth. And all you see in Christianity is division and confusion. Nobody knows what's true and what's not. Unitarian Christians challenge Trinitarian Christians on verses of the Bible. They don't even agree on that. Where's the Holy Spirit in all this? Why is he not doing its job? Why, when there's historical errors made in the New Testament, in the Gospels, why is the Holy Spirit not correcting the author? Why is he allowing the mistakes to continue? Why is he allowing the fabrications to occur? The Holy Spirit is doing nothing. So either the Holy Spirit is redundant, or doesn't exist. Now, I'm saying to you, I'm not saying absence of evidence and evidence of absence, but if the Holy Spirit existed, we should see it in action. Now, here's the thing I do see. I see Christians here writing, raving, singing, dancing. It's manic. And they claim that's the Holy Spirit. Nothing holy. When I see these churches and they're all this, that doesn't look very holy to me. Right. But this is but people claim this is the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit come down in, right? And so this is the thing. You're trying to live reality based on things you've been taught, but don't support it. And you have what's called the placebo effect, where because you think something's true, you see something and it could be that. Yeah. All I want you to do is listen to the claim I've made. There's one claim, all you need to challenge today. Go away, wherever you're going. What that crazy guy said in the park. Is it true the authors of the Gospels were anonymous? Is it true they were not eyewitnesses to what they wrote? Is it true there was no claim of divine inspiration? And if it's true, why do I believe it?